So like I mentioned in the last video regarding my experience as a Taekwondo instructor and practitioner, most instructors and practitioners don't see the value in lifting heavy weights. They think it's a waste of time and that it's dangerous. They're telling me that lifting heavy weights makes you slower, stiff, cramped up, etc. In most of these cases, it's just a misunderstanding of how the body works, why people are saying those things. And they may also be listening to their favorite action star who also doesn't understand how the body really works. Some also say it's dangerous to lift heavy weights, but the truth is, it's dangerous not to lift heavy weights. The first adaptations that I talked about yesterday were neural adaptations, how your body gets stronger despite putting on little to no muscle. Today's second part of the 3-part series will talk about connective tissue adaptations, specifically how your bones benefit from heavy lifting. You see, everyone, or at least almost everyone, they think that once you reach a certain age, a decrepit lifestyle is inevitable, and that involves pain everywhere. Not being able to run without pain, jump without pain, kick without pain. You get the idea. But when we lift weights, we offset or vastly delay the onset of things like osteoporosis and osteopenia. 2 bone weakening disease that makes it easier for us to fracture our shin bones, break our hips, necessitating hip replacements, putting us on profile, etc. Now, as you can imagine, needing a hip replacement or fracturing our tibias, the shin bones, will prevent us from running and jumping because every time we land a jump kick, we experience 4 to 11 times our body weight from the ground. When our feet land from jogging or running, we absorb 2 to 5 times our body weight. And that shock can travel up the kinetic chain of our body. So if your bones can't handle those forces, what do you think is going to happen? Good thing is that we have the power to get in front of osteoporosis and osteopenia, hip fractures, etc. Now, some people think that this is a problem for people more advanced in age. But did you know that our bone mineral density peaks at only 30 years old? 30 is still young. I mean, if you ask an 18-year-old, they'll probably say 30 is old. But 30, the earlier we can start increasing the density of our bones, the better. So here's what I want you to do, or at least what I'd recommend. Start lifting weights that doesn't allow for more than 10 reps to be lifted in a set. Now, why? Because in the scientific literature, heavy weights are considered 10 rep max and lower. So if it's something that you can lift more than 10 times, it doesn't benefit your bones as much. Now, what types of exercises should you do? Structural exercises. These exercises directly or they indirectly load your spine and your hips. So exercises like the deadlift and its derivatives, the squat and its variations, etc. Now, this isn't the only thing that is responsible for healthy bones, even from a training perspective. And you still have to approach this intelligently to reduce the risk of training. So from a training standpoint, if you want to do everything to protect your bones and do it safely so you reduce the risk of injury, DM me bones because I use weightlifting in my programming in addition to other methods to safely load the body to keep it moving as best as possible so that we can run, jump, kick, and just move the best to our ability for as long as possible. Until next time, gotta go.